Okay, here we are for round 2. Opponent chose to play first, which is okay by me. I have some early defense. Don't like to use this as early defense. And I have some acceleration to put me back into the correct speed of the game. Alright, he's playing Island. Probably has my claustrophobic. Whoa! What is this? He's got Tome Scoured. Ah, my air servant. Oh, I just realized I don't have blue. Well, milled like all blues, it's fine. Okay. Didn't expect this to happen. So, alright, I'm down to 22. Jesus. Elvish Mystic, Rumbling Baloth, that's fine, I guess. Huh. Wonder how many he got. So, let's talk about the mill deck. I didn't know it was a real thing. Basically what happens is once you have 0 cards in your library, you lose the game. So cards like Tome Scour really help. You have 40 cards in a limited deck, so it's a little easier. The problem is you're wasting resources to do nothing. You know, if you want to say, oh, but we're using creatures to deplete our opponent's resources, yeah, that's kind of an apt analogy, but creatures are the backbone of Magic in general, so my opponent's using creatures even though his method of victory is mill. So we're winning in that sense, if that makes sense. Because now he has 2 cards that don't attack, they don't block, so it lets me get through with my creatures. It's just a lot of things. Alright, so he's not blocking, which is fine. We drew another forest, which is bad. I would love to attack with both, so I can Giant Growth 1 and still play my Seacoast Drake. But, you know, I'll take it. Actually not too happy. One thing is, though, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, out of 19 cards, 6 are lands. And of those 6, 5 are islands. The rest are spells. So that means we're going to be drawing gas the majority of our draw steps. Alright, so my opponent has played 2 Tome Scours and a Griffin Sentinel. Is down only 3 cards in 10. That's why this is good. Okay. Unfortunately, he's... Okay. Okay, I think I'm going to play Trollhide here. I mean, he left everything open, so this could easily be bad, but, you know, Dispel's okay, Disperse is fine, trade a card for a card. Cancel's not great, but this just lets me get through with both. Also, I'm attacking with Seacoast Drake. I know it can get blocked by Griffin Sentinel, but again, I'm playing around Celestial Flare, which he could easily have. Also, Sea Kite. Nepheli Sea Kite, which we've seen like 0, I think. Alright, so he could play Active Valor here, didn't. So I'm happy passing. He played... There's a lot of cards he could play here. Alright, 6 mana. And he will play Stone. Okay. Okay, my opponent is going the deepest. So he's kind of pulling in 2 different directions. I wonder what he played against that one. Strange. Alright, so he's attacking me, so down to 18, down to 14. Still have 4 cards in my hand. All pretty decent, except maybe the Deprivation. He's only got 2 cards in his hand. Alright, more gas. That's fine. So same attack. He's leaving 2 white again. So I really think he has Celestial Flare in his hand. Flare. Just talk too fast. Oh, one thing I was gonna say, I play too fast sometimes. I don't weigh all the options, which sometimes makes for worse play on my part. I'm thinking of game one and Advocate of the Beast, just running into that Celestial Flare and Yui had. Uh, that wasn't great. If I really thought about it, I could have been like, wait, maybe that's bad play. So there, I could have Giant Growth there to kill the Griffin Sentinel, but again, that plays so badly into Celestial Flare because now I have to sacrifice one of my guys, and I'd really rather not do that. So still playing around that card. Uh, so yeah, now I have my double blue and the creatures, which is nice. He's tagging me again, so he's just drawing a ton of lands too. I think my opponent also had 41 cards, which is, you usually don't want to do that because you want to maximize your chance of drawing the best cards in your deck. And that just dilutes things. Alright, so we finally drew an island, which we'll play here. Again, just attack. Opponent did absolutely nothing. Maybe he has double Celestial Flare. That'd be pretty bad. But then I'll just play Messenger Drake. And I could disperse it, too. Alright. Okay. So maybe he's playing, what is that card called? Planar Cleansing. Planar Cleansing is good in like a mill deck because, like I said, you're wasting a bunch of resources and not really getting any of your card economy back. But Planar Cleansing, like let's say I played with Messenger Drake, which I'm not because I'm playing around Planar Cleansing. He basically, for one card, he gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I'll regenerate. He gets so much. Alright, so Banisher Priest maybe doesn't have Planar Cleansing. Now I'll play the Messenger Drake easily, because if he Planar Cleansings, not only do I get to draw a card, but I also get my Trained Condor back. So, also, like, it easily could have been a mistake for me to not play the Messenger Drake because I'm going to draw a card anyway, but I have nothing in my hand outside of the Messenger Drake. So I really don't want to just be drawing, drawing dead kind of in terms of, yeah, Divination's not really great here. Like, it's fine, but he's trying to mill me out. There's a real possibility that Divination just ups my clock. Like, I'm down to 15 cards. If he plays another Tome Scour, I'm down to 10 cards. So, how much is that Divination really helping me? So we've still seen nothing here. Bubbling Cauldron could be a card. But I'd probably disperse as soon as he starts attacking. Alright, so here I'm just going to double block because it's very easy for, I could easily, block a Messenger Drake, but, again, Celestial Flare. So I'll just double block. Now he needs to have an Active Valor. And if he does, I could use my Giant Growth and I don't kill his guy, because then he'll play the Celestial Flare. But yeah, I'll trade a Celestial Flare for a Seacoast Drake. Well, Celestial Flare and Giant Growth for a Seacoast Drake. Alright, so there's the Celestial Flare we knew he had. Sack. Does he have 2? No? Okay. Alright. Well, like that. So I'm actually gonna disperse because that's game. Attack with everybody. Oh, I'm such an idiot. What am I doing? I thought it was the end of his turn. God, I'm retarded. And now he gets the Messenger Drake that. Okay. Well, great play by me. Okay. So do I just go for the kill anyway with Giant Growth? I think I do. Let's see what he does. God, that was so bad. So, don't play too fast, kids. Remember that. Oh, we still won. But, I mean, I didn't need to show him the Giant Growth or the Disperse. So now he could easily play around that. I mean, he could have played around it because I was attacking into it at first, but yeah, not cool. Alright, so he won that fairly easily. He didn't do that much. So, uh, it's usually not the best plan, but if he had like a very dedicated mill deck, I'd actually be pretty good against him because while I don't have the best cards, I have cards. So I could actually just, and plummet, I could actually just like play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and go to like a 50 card deck at 3 lands. And it'll just be that much harder for me to get milled out. But he only showed me 2 Tome Scour, so I doubt it. I think I am going to bring in this Plummet. He could have Seraph of the Sword, he could have Archangel Thune, he could have an Air Servant, Windreader Sphinx, Jace's Mindseeker. There's just like a bunch of cards he could have. So I'm actually going to bring it over Trollhide. Pacifism, Celestial Flare, Disperse, all those cards. Claustrophobia, all those cards can make my Trollhide really bad. So I think that's an easy cut. I could also bring in a Negate. But I don't think it's necessary. He didn't show me a lot that is negatable. I mean, maybe the Angelic Accord, but I don't know. He didn't have anything. Alright, so just be on the play again, which I'm totally fine with. His hand's super slow, but Seacoast Trick really, like, helps. So, what is he playing? Nothing, okay. Ooh, I'll play Manowar Sliver, actually. It's actually not... I don't think it's as obvious to play the Sliver over the Drake, because the Sliver has a better chance of getting in for damage, while... Yeah, I drew another land, so Sliver doesn't actually do anything. Actually, let me undo that. I'm actually just going to attack. There's no flash white creature, and if he wants Celestial Flare my Manowar Sliver, I'm fine with it. My strong cards start at 4 anyway. Alright. So he takes 1. So it didn't actually matter which I played first. Yeah, I should have Divination first. Well, okay. Well, that guy's good with a bunch of lands. Looks like my opponent's a little stuck on his white there. I'm gonna actually wait. I could play it as a 3/3 next turn, but there's no real reason. Well, Seacoast Strike. I actually don't know how these rules work. If I play Clone my Vastwood Hydra, does it come in with the same counters? I have no idea. Actually gonna look that up. Okay. Vastwood Hydra. Clone. Okay. So he could... Alright, I think I'll play it as a 4/4 though. Ooh. Or I could just attack with both. And Giant Growth. I'm not going to attack with just one in Giant Growth, because then again Celestial Flare blows me out. But yeah, I'll attack with both. Griffin Sentinel is annoying enough that I'm willing to trade the Giant Growth over against it. Which might be wrong. But I don't know. He's stuck on lands. Next turn I'm going to play a 5/5 Hydra, which is really strong. Like, Pacifism is bad, but, you know, outside of that. Okay, so... Okay, rulings. Trading post. That's good with Angelic Accord. Man, I really wish I knew if this if clone copied Hydra like that. Playing it now just because I'm gonna have 6. Okay, so 5/5 Hydra. So if it dies, I could have a 6/8 Seacoast Drake. I could have a 5/7 and a 2/2. I could have a 4/6 and a 3/3. I don't know, we'll see. I'd imagine it gets the counters. It'd be... Oh, God, I wish I knew. Google's not helping me, by the way. Okay, so have a 5/5. I'm feeling pretty good about this game, but if he goes like land Angelic Accord and starts making 4/4s, that's not great for me. Alright, so your turn, buddy. Plummet was actually a good draw because in blue-white, a lot of the bomb creatures are white, are flyers, so it's pretty good. Alright, so the only problem is, like, I'd feel better if he just spent his turn divination, because, you know, I could do a lot. But he could pay 1 life to essentially chump block. So, you know, it gives him a lot of time. Okay, whoa, okay. So he paid 1, discarded a card, and gained 4 life. I guess it's the same thing. No. Yeah, he just wasted that. He could have paid 1 life, played a goat, and blocked this. Took no damage from the Hydra because there's no trample. Okay, well, it's fine by me. So instead of taking only 3, he gained 4, but he's taking 7. So he's gaining 3. But he didn't have to discard a card. Alright, so okay. Got it. If the chosen creature has X in its mana cost, such as Vastwood Hydra, X is 0. Thank you, Google. In that case, I will play Air Servant. So, again, I could be playing around, what's that card called? Celestial, no, not Celestial. Planar Cleansing, but he only has 4 mana, and Planar Cleansing is 5. And also, you know, looks like he has some kind of engine type of deck that once it gets going, it's very hard to beat. I really don't want to give him the time. This is an Angelic Accord. Don't say it. Ooh, Time Ebb. Okay with that. I'll just make a bigger 5/5. Yeah, again, he could have just... Yeah, I would have Time Ebbed the Air Servant, made a goat, chump block, etc., etc. Oh, nice draw. Okay, so I'll just take my... I could also make a clone the Air Servant, but I'd rather save clone for something else, actually. I mean 2 Air Servants is awesome, but I'd rather clone something else. Like if he has Archangel Thune, I'd rather clone that and then plummet it, and then I have an Archangel Thune, and that's crazy good. So it's going for value here, you know. So now I have a 7/7 Hydra. Alright, he's discarding again. So I'm guessing, I mean, Trading Post isn't so bad with in a Tomescar deck because it stalls. I should be talking about Trading Post. I love the design of Trading Post. Um, it does so much, and it essentially lets you trade up each and every time. Um, it takes a dedicated deck to make full use of it, which makes it difficult to use in terms of limited or for limited purposes. Okay, but I think, like I said, it's an engine type of card. So once it gets going, once you stabilize, it's just gonna attrition you right out. It starts sacrificing creatures, return artifacts, sacrificing artifacts, draw a card, and there's some way to abuse that somewhere in there. So I think it has the potential to be very powerful. Alright, I'm just gonna play it. I think I might lose pretty hard to cleansing, but he could figure out that he could chump block this for 1 life for a very long time, and that's going to make things harder. So, alright, so he's looking for, so he definitely has planar cleansing. If he uses this to draw a card, that means he's looking for something. Or he has another Trading Post. But, yeah, multiple of these are crazy. So, the reason sacrifice a creature, return target artifact to your hand, it seems like you're just doing one, like a card for a card, but the second ability, pay 1 life, put a 0/1 white goat token creature into play. You're paying a life to make a creature. Then you're trading that creature to return an artifact from your graveyard. And then you could sacrifice that artifact to draw a card. So in 3 turns, you paid 1 life to draw a card. Which sounds slow, is an okay deal. But if you have multiple of these, like in a constructed deck, that's crazy good. You just like you reduce the number of turns from like 3 to 2 or to 1. So won the match. My opponent just had nothing. Pretty easy, I think. Opponent's deck didn't seem too great. These Tome Scours could have easily been something else, but he might have gone into blue late and just didn't have enough playables. I mean, I took a lot of the blue cards. So, see you for the finals.